Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Usually I do product reviews or unboxing products, but today I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I want to talk about a subject that has been trending now for the last few days, and it's a very touchy subject because, some people are for it and some people are against it. And I want to choose my words very carefully because I don't want to be called a racist or a bigot, because I can assure you, anybody who knows me knows that I am not. I love everybody the same. I treat blacks, Caucasians, Hispanics, all the same. We all bleed red. We just have different skin complexions. But when I woke up on the 4th of July and I saw something that I'll admit, it upset me a little bit. And that is the subject of, yes, The Little Mermaid. Okay? Please do not call me a racist because of my views, because I am not. But when you have grown up with a character like Ariel, who has been a white, red-headed mermaid, and see that Disney has changed her completely, I don't agree with that. The reasons I do not agree with that, and like I said, a lot of people are gonna leave nasty comments, and you have a right to, but please do not call me a racist. Okay? But this character, Ariel, was written by a Danish author back in 1837. He envisioned her as a 16-year-old white girl, okay? And I believe in the story she was also a redhead. I'm not quite sure on that, but I think so. Now, when Disney was thinking about making the movie into a cartoon animated, they didn't envision her to being a redhead. Redheads are not very popular. We get made fun of, we get called horrible names, like saying, for example, we have no souls, and I don't know who came up with that one, but it's not true. Anyway, when this movie was being made into a Disney movie, when this character was being made into a Disney movie, I believe Walt Disney wanted to make her blonde, okay? But the movie was coming out at the same time as the movie Splash with Daryl Hannah, who was a blonde mermaid. So the creators over at Disney were like, well, we want to kind of set Ariel apart from her, Daryl Hannah, so let's change her up. Let's not make her blonde. Let's make her a redhead. And it's perfect. This is the Ariel that I've grown up to love. The Little Mermaid has always been my favorite Disney movie. I love the fact that, it's based under the ocean, under the sea, and I love the story behind it. But when I woke up and I saw that Disney has cast this 19-year-old girl, beautiful girl, Halle Bailey from Chloe and Bailey, so she's an R&B singer, as Ariel, I didn't agree with it. Not because of her skin, it's nothing to do with that. If Ariel was written to be a dark-skinned character, I would be all for it. But she wasn't. And to change everybody's view on Ariel is not fair. You know, little girls have grown up with Ariel and have had merchandise of her, you know, Barbie dolls, book bags, shirts, pajamas, blankets, lunch boxes. And to make her a completely different character now is just not fair. Disney, what were you thinking? If you want to have a black mermaid, I am all for that. But give that a completely different story and give it a completely different name. Do not call it The Little Mermaid and do not call the character Ariel, because she will never be Ariel. You know, when you go to Disney World and you go to the Little Mermaid ride, who do you see? No, seriously, who do you see? You don't see her. You see her. You see this. Why are you gonna take a redheaded princess away from little redheaded girls that have looked up to Ariel, that consider Ariel their princess, their hero? Because, you know, redheads get a bad rep. I mean, I don't understand why, because I mean, you know, we're the nicest people around, but we do. So to change that and to make Ariel a darker complexion just isn't fair on us natural redheads. Now, saying that, you know, it's very sad how people cannot voice their opinions without being called a racist, or without being called a bigot, or without being called horrible names, basically, just because they don't agree with something. You know, this movie is not a remake. It's not a reboot. It is a live action version of The Little Mermaid. And that's what we want. We want to see a little white girl with bright red hair swimming in the ocean like we've grown up to love. How far is too far? So you've changed the character of Ariel. Does that mean you're going to change the character of King Triton? Does that mean you're going to change does that mean you're going to change Prince Eric? Is Eric going to be white? Is he going to be black? Is it going to be an interracial story? My thing is, how far is too far? And this whole movie remake is too far. It's not fair. You know, when they made Brandy, you know, because she played Cinderella and she played a black Cinderella, I was fine with that, because there were a lot of other Cinderella stories. But this is the only Little Mermaid live action movie that there is, or there's gonna be. And to take my character that I've known and loved and make her look completely different, it's just not fair. It's not. You know, I know how Disney is trying to make things mixed and diverse. And like I said, I'm all for that. But if you take Princess Tiana, for example, from Princess and the Frog, who is a black princess, and make her white, it doesn't work, because she was not drawn up to be a white princess. She was drawn up to be a black princess for little black girls to look upon. And Ariel was drawn for little redhead girls to look upon. I am so sick and tired of these whole hashtags, you know, not my Ariel, and then underneath just racist comment, racist, racist, racist. You don't want Ariel to be black because you're racist. No, I don't want Ariel to be black because she was never black in the first place. That is the only reason I do not want Ariel to be black. Just like I don't want Melissa McCarthy to play Ursula because I don't think she would do a good job. Melissa McCarthy is known to be a comedian. Yes, she would probably do Ursula parts great when she's doing her funny moments, but can I see Melissa McCarthy as evil when, you know, Ursula gets, you know, evil in the movie? I can't see her playing that role. I mean, she might do a great job, but as of right now, I cannot picture it. But, you know, I just don't know. I just don't know where we're going in life. Like, it just seems further and further down the road. We're just getting further and further apart from everybody being accepted and everybody being equal. And that's very worrying. It's very worrying that when I look on Facebook or the internet or, you know, the news, I hate looking at the news. I will tell you that, because there's nothing good on the news anymore. It's either a murder or, you know, white person said this about a black person, or a black person said this about a white person. It just seems like we're getting closer of the times that were years ago. And I don't know. I had this whole speech planned out, but the further I get on into talking about it, I'm scared to open my mouth. I'm scared to say how I feel, because one little word can be taken out of context and turned completely around, even though it wasn't supposed to be meant how I said it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I do agree with that hashtag, not my Ariel, because Halle Bailey, you will never be my Ariel. You may be a great actress, you may be a great singer, you're a beautiful young lady, but you are not my red-headed Little Mermaid princess. Anyway, I hope you liked my video. I hope it's giving you some insight. And yeah, let me know what you think under the comments. I know I'm gonna get some hateful comments. I'm already prepared myself for that. But yeah, until my next video, take care and have a good night. See you soon.